Mission Inn! My name is Jeannie Anderson.
Hey Mission Inn, my name's Curt Bartholomew.
And what a better way to fall in love than by falling out of an airplane. Back in 2006, July of 2006, Curt and I both made our first skydives in totally opposite parts of the country. I was out in Southern California and he was out in Eastern Pennsylvania, and we both just decided to go out and make a jump. After making our first jump, we both fell in love with the sport and got our skydiving licenses, and a short period of time after that we ended up relocating to Florida to pursue our dreams in skydiving.
Yeah, we actually met at a skydiving event. It was over New Year's. I was there for a competition and Jeannie was there just for the event and just to jump. And we just kind of hit it off there and had a lot of fun. And you know, it's really great being able to share something like this with the person you love the most. And I ended up moving up to DeLand, and the rest is just history.
Skydiving is a huge part of both of our lives. We love going up and flying canopies together and doing tracking jumps and having lots of fun in the sky.
And I had started a professional skydiving team just before I met Jeannie. And when I moved up and we started jumping with each other, and our best friend that used to live here, I brought them both on the team, and the team kind of escalated from there and we just kind of took off. And we started doing very well in the competition scene, and we started winning and getting known around the world, and it's just something that we can work on together.
It's really great being on a team with my fiance. You know, with swooping, it's a very high-speed, high-performance aspect of skydiving, and there aren't very many females that do it in the sport. There's only about 3 of us out there that are competitive, and to be able to go up and jump with Curt and get to fly canopies, really small, high-performance parachutes, and do two-way landings, it's just really fun.
Yeah, being able to come in and land at 80 miles an hour, 5 feet away from my fiance is pretty cool. There's not really any other couple around that can honestly say that they do that on a regular basis. So, you know, it's a very unique situation, and we're very lucky to have each other. Quality.
We really believe that a couple that plays together will stay together. So for Curt and I, you know, skydiving is a huge part of our lives, but we also do a lot of other fun, high-speed stuff. Like we do longboarding, which is skateboarding down hills, and we can get up to 60, 70 miles an hour on a skateboard, which is pretty cool. And we also both own SV 650 motorcycles, and we get to ride those to and from work together and go out on long rides, and it's just really fun.
Skydiving is the biggest thing in our lives, but you know, it's fun to be able to go out and get on motorcycles and longboards and drive around. And we've gone cave diving in Budapest and climbed around underneath the earth where it's pitch black. It's a lot of fun. And we've gone go-kart racing in Dubai, and you know, ripped around at 60 miles an hour on a track there. So it's a lot of fun to be able to do all this stuff together. You know?
Indoor skiing and snowboarding in Dubai.
Yeah.
We're just a very active couple, and we love doing things at high speeds. Both of us are really fortunate because we get to work in the skydiving industry, which it's always cool to be able to do what you love doing. With our jobs, we get to travel all around the world, and this last summer, a trip opportunity came up for us to go to Vienna, Austria for work. And my family, my great-grandmother and grandfather, were both born and raised in Budapest, Hungary. And since I was a child, I wanted to go to Hungary and see Budapest, see where my great-grandmother and grandfather grew up. So when we had this opportunity to go to Austria, I sat down with Curt and I told him, you know, it's only about an hour-and-a-half drive to Budapest, and I really think we should, you know, go and see the city. So he planned out an entire trip to Budapest, and there's actually a street that was named after my great-grandfather there. When we got there, the first thing he did was take me to see this street.
The planning the proposal took a few months actually. It was about 3 or 4 months. I had to research everything in Budapest. I had to find the place that I wanted. I had been kind of thinking about asking her, and I was just waiting for the perfect opportunity because I wanted the proposal to be epic, and I wanted it to be, everything she deserved. So, and I found this place in Budapest that was on top of a castle that was on top of Budapest, overlooking the entire city, overlooking the river, and that's where I asked her, on top of that castle at like 2 a.m. So no one else was there, and it was really real personal experience. No one else was around to bother us, and everything was lit up at night, and it was basically everything I'd hoped it would be, and she had absolutely no clue that I was asking her to marry me.
It was a really awesome night because he took me to a traditional Hungarian dinner. I got to have all the food that my grandmother used to cook for me as a child, goulash soup, chicken paprikash, and then he had bought a really nice bottle of Hungarian dessert wine. And so when we went up to the castle, like he said, it was completely dark, and we had this bottle of dessert wine that he opened up, and we toasted to our relationship and all the amazing travels and things that we get to do together. And then he went into his speech, and it was the most perfect proposal ever.
Yep.
Our next mission is to have our dream wedding at the Mission Inn. We really feel like the Mission Inn is the most perfect place for us to have our wedding because it provides us with everything that we need for our active lifestyles, and that will just kind of allow our guests to be able to do everything that they want to do on our wedding weekend.
Her family's from California, mine's from Pennsylvania. Some of our friends scattered across Florida, if not the country. So everyone's going to be flying in or traveling in some way, so it's good to have a location that they can spend the whole weekend there and have activities to do on location that are fun and exciting to fit our lifestyle.
We would really love to win the dream wedding at the Mission Inn because we are a very unique couple in a unique sport, and the Mission Inn is a very special and unique place. And to be able to take skydiving, something that has started our relationship, and be able to jump into the Mission Inn would be incredible because it would be something that we love and that's such a big part of our life. And joining together as husband and wife and being able to share that experience of skydiving as we're, right before we get married would just be a really great experience for us. We really feel like the Mission Inn is the perfect place.